Hi friends, welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla and I'm glad you are here. Now, today's video is going to be about my beginning planning of a module. Now, modules and capsules are very hot right now and they have been for a few years, but they are not anything new. I didn't do any specific research on them, but I know that they have been around for my entire life. However, everybody's putting a new spin on them and getting them, helping everybody understand how they might work in their wardrobes. There's like a 10 by 10 concept, or a minimalism concept where you literally have 30 garments and that's all you're wearing for the entire month or whatever. I've known about this and I've seen a lot of people discuss it in YouTube videos, but Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery has really broken it down and done a series of educational videos that have finally persuaded me to be interested in trying it out for myself. Now, maybe one of the reasons why I didn't want to do it in the past was because I have no intention of having a minimal wardrobe, okay? I'm not a minimalist when it comes to my wardrobe. I kind of wish I was a minimalist in some areas of my life, but apparently I am not a minimalist in any area. So here's my try at what Whitney does. Now, what you make are 2 bottoms. Let's see if I can get this straight. 2 bottoms, 3 tops, and a topper. And you can add, and Whitney does like to do this sometimes, a dress or a jumpsuit if you want for a 7-piece module instead of a 6-piece module. So I'm going to show you what I have planned so far. First of all, what am I wearing? I am wearing McCall's 7356 View A. I made the size 22 and it was much too big in the shoulders and neck. I had to take it in 2 inches at both shoulder seam. It's still very low, and so I will definitely size down. Would I make this again? Yes, I love it. I think I want to make all of the views on here, and I do have pictures of me in this at the end. So here was my inspiration fabric. Now I think you can go with a color scheme, or you can choose a print and pull fabrics from that print, and that's kind of what I did. And so I had this gorgeous Asian print. This is, I was looking to see if there's a selvage name on it, and there is. This is Kona Bay Fabrics from 2003. I thrifted this fabric and I just think it's beautiful. And Kona Bay Fabrics are gorgeous. I don't think that they are in business anymore. I'm not sure when they went out of business, but anyway, this is a gorgeous, high quality quilting cotton. Now, Kona Bay was a quilting company, and so this is a quilting cotton. However, this is a very high quality quilting cotton, and it is, while not super drapey, it is much lighter weight than, say, this. This is also a vintage fabric, and it is not as drapey as that. My allergies, you guys, are killing me. Every time I try to talk, I start coughing. I am taking 2 different allergy pills every single day. I'm about to have to go to the doctor and say, look, I can't live like this. And I can't go back to school like this because whenever I try to talk, I get in a big old coughing jag and my face turns really red and I cannot stop it. Cannot. So I'm going to try not to do that during this video. So out of that fabric, oh, and so there's all different colors in here. There's mustard, there's a rusty brown veering off into burgundy, light blue, a kind of a royalish navy color, oatmeal gold, a little bit of like a pale seafoam, olive, green, you know, not entirely seafoam, not really olive. Well, look, here. This is a good hint for you. If you're trying to pull fabrics and your fabric has these, I can't remember what those are called, truing dots, there's something, all of the fabric, all the dyes in here are these colors here. I used to kind of know what they were, and but anyway, you could go through and match any of these and you would have perfect matches. Great for quilters and clothing people. So this is a pattern from Liesl and Company, and she is trying out a new plus size range. It's the gelato blouse and dress. And I have already made the gelato blouse and I really love it. I've worn it and I just think it's super cute. And I thought I might make the gelato dress out of that fabric. The plain sheath dress appeals to me, you know, in a print like that. And I have some cute sandals with some gold in them, and I think that that will look really cute together. And I'm going to make it long enough so that if I decide I need to belt it, I can belt it. And I don't think I'm going to put the welt pockets in on this first version because I don't know where they're going to hit and whether or not they will interfere with the belting. And shocking, get ready, sit down. I'm not obsessed with pockets. I think I've mentioned that here before. I carry a purse. I'm not obsessed with pockets. I'm just not. I know that's weird, but I happily leave pockets out of all kinds of stuff and even try to figure out ways to leave them out. Okay, first bottom, the Allegro pants by Love Notions. These here, they're like a jogger style, a woven jogger style. I've already made this skirt. I made that out of a Robert Kaufman tinsel twill, and it's gorgeous. And so I thought I would make this. Now these pockets, these slash pockets on the front of something, that doesn't bother me. I like that. So so those, and I thought I would make those out of this gray linen. I think this, my guess is that this is a linen cotton blend. Just a gray linen. So there's that. And then, and of course I'm not going to be wearing those pants with that dress, but the overall feel of the module coordinates is how it's supposed to go, I think. The next ones, this is another Love Notion pattern. This is the Summer Kai pants, capris, and shorts. And I think I'm going to make this view here with the side slits. I think those are super cute. I like these little pockets. I will leave those on. I may or may not do the back pockets. I probably won't because 90% of my shirts come down to where those would never show. So I don't know why I would bother going to all the work of it if it's never going to show. And I'm going to make those out of this gorgeous, I would get, my guess on this would be that this would be a linen rayon mix. And it's an oatmeal color. And the reason why I would say linen rayon is because of the drape. This has been washed. All of these have been washed. These are going to be huge. I mean, hopefully not huge, but these are going to be a very important part of my wardrobe. I'm really excited about these. The next thing is my topper, and you know, when it is whatever degrees it is here in Pueblo, most of the summer ranges from, you know, 90 to 100 degrees on most days. If we have rain, which we haven't been having a lot of rain lately, it might drop under, you know, all the way down to 80 degrees. But our summers here in Pueblo are hot. And so the thought of doing a knit cardigan, knits are hot to me. They're hotter than wovens. And every time I choose a fabric, one of the most important aspects of that fabric, of course, first is do I like it, obviously. But second is what is the fiber content? I cannot wear polyester and all of that stuff. I cannot wear it, you guys. I've tried and tried and tried. It makes me sweat the second I put it on. It just makes me feel clammy and like I'm wearing a garbage bag. And kudos to all of you who can buy $2 a yard fabric and be happy, you know, wearing it. I just can't. And so knits in general are hot to me. When you think of super hot countries like, you know, all of the Arab nations, you don't see them wearing knits. You know, the Bedouin wear, it's all woven. You know, it's all woven. All their robes are woven. You know, it's all woven. For me, wovens breathe better. So I was looking for a topper that was a woven and wasn't too hot. Like a denim jacket, that's adorable. And for evenings, that would work. But there is no way on earth that in the heat of the day, in the lower elevations of Colorado, you are going to be wearing a denim jacket over your shirt if you were outside. That's just not going to happen. So I found this pattern. This is Simplicity 1920, which I love. I love every view on here. And view B is a woven cardigan. And I just love it. And I have this fabulous fabric. I bought this I thrifted this fabric, and I was gonna put it in Mayfield fabric. I may have even started to do a video on it. And when I went to hold it up, there were stains all over it. And I have had tremendous good luck getting stains out of vintage fabric or thrifted fabric. And they looked like water stains, and so I washed it. And they came out, and then I kind of fell in love with the fabric and decided that I wasn't ready to, I didn't have any intention of giving it up. And so it went into my stash. And I think it would be fantastic in that topper. I believe it's 100% cotton. And I think this will be a beautiful, comfortable thing to throw on over sunburned skin. And, you know, if you've been in just enough, like if you're in the car and it's air conditioned, but it's hot. Even when we were in Louisiana a couple of weeks ago, I had a scarf, a 100% rayon scarf, a huge one, that I kept in the car so that we could keep the air condition on high because it was super hot, obviously, but so that I had something to snuggle under. I'm a snuggler. And even when it's 100 degrees and 100% humidity outside, if I'm in an air-conditioned place, I want, you know, a little bit of fabric on. So I'm really looking forward to that one. The next one, this is how I keep my patterns. The individual patterns go numerically in a binder according to company. I don't break them up according to garment. I only break them up according to company and numerically. And so far that's been working really well for me. My patterns themselves and instructions I keep in here, and I keep these in vintage suitcases, which is working okay. They kind of slide around, so it makes it harder to find them numerically. So I'm probably going to come up with something else. I think this was Mimi G's idea, or the way she did it. I know that Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery also does this, and so do a bunch. Crystal from Crystal Sews and Stuff, she did this a couple years ago. A lot of people do this. It's so nice to climb in bed at night with your binder and just flip through your patterns, or cozy up on your sofa in your favorite chair and just flip through your patterns and not have all of these big boxes or whatever. And I have loved that. And so I thought, this is a thrifted pattern, I paid 49 cents for it. I thought about doing Butterick 5855 in view A. And there are 3 sections to that top. There's the yoke, the yoke, the body, and the bottom. And so I have some scraps. And I want to try to start using up my scraps right away and then getting them out of my life. So if there's enough to use for something, I want to try to sew something up with it right away. So I believe I will do the yoke out of this fabric here, which is just a hot mess. We've cut 2 shirts out of this. This is what I made my gelato shirt out of. And I do believe there's enough of this to cut the yoke out. And so this is a cotton, a linen weave cotton shirting. It's light, but it's not see-through. It's perfect for the gelato top. And I think it'll be perfect for this top too. So that will be the yoke. The body, I may not have enough of this. I may have to switch these around. The body, I want to make out of this beautiful Robert Kaufman tinsel denim, which we had in the store and I think is sold out. So if I have more of this and there's not enough of this piece, I will go upstairs and grab some. If I don't, and I really do think it was sold out, it's such glorious fabric, I will just switch this around. I'll make the yoke out of this and, you know, whatever. There's no end to the number of blue fabrics that I own because denim and, yeah, I have dozens of blue fabrics. And then I thought it would be fun to put this on the bottom. Now, I just told you I can't sew with polyester. I can never sew with polyester. But to have this, you know, charmeuse, I don't know how to say that, at the bottom, I don't think it's going to cause me any problems. There's enough of this to put it in the midriff area. I don't know. I don't know if that would be too much polyester for me. But I love the color, and it matches my original fabric perfectly. So it definitely goes with my module beautifully. We will see. And then I brought this one in. This is ready to wear. And it is gorgeous. It's chambray. It has this adorable trim. And I thrifted this top for, you know, $5. And it's a size 4X. Now, I don't wear a 4X. And I told myself not to buy it, that it was going to be too big. It is so much too big that I can't keep it up on my shoulders, and if I do, then it comes to like here on me, literally, like my boobs are out of the collar. So I'm going to try to fix it. And I was trying to think of all different ways to fix it, and I decided that the simplest way was to go in here at this seam, and literally the seam is right here. There's 2 seams for the elastic on both shoulder seams. And to literally go and pull a couple of inches from each side, sew it back together, and then that would have this be about, you know, this much smaller, and it should stay on. Because I do not have broad shoulders, and I have a tremendous amount of difficulty getting things to fit me in the shoulders. Like you can see, this top, the shoulders are down to here. And so that's going to be my refashion, because I truly love this top. I love everything about it. I love the fabric, I love the color, I love the little side slits. I adore this sweet, sweet trim. I love the feminine flounce up here. I love the fact that this color blue goes with virtually anything in your entire wardrobe. This one is a keeper, and I don't think you should, you know, buy things that are too big for you thinking you can wear them. However, as seamstresses, we can fix things. So this might be my very first refashion. Yeah, so there's that. And then finally, and I have some questions on this one. So here's the pattern. This is Butter at 4456, and I was going to make view A. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm pretty sure I thrifted this pattern because this is a 2005, and I doubt I bought that new. I've only been sewing for 3 years, or 4. Again, sewing again. I didn't realize that this is a lined top. And so the fabrics it calls for are charmeuse, crepe de chine, handkerchief linen, and chiffon. So unless they're silk, I don't want the charmeuse, I don't want the crepe de chine, and I don't want the chiffon, okay? Those 3 are out unless I have them in silk. I'm not gonna make a blouse for the first time out of an expensive fabric. I would make it out of silk. It's beautiful, I love it. I would pay for that if it fit and I got it just right. So handkerchief linen is one of my favorite fabrics. I don't think I have any in my stash right now. And so I don't want to go out and buy more because I have yards and yards and yards and yards and yards of linen. And I just am not going to buy any more right now. So I'm thinking, what do I have that's just as drapey as those fabrics? And that would be a challis. And this is an art gallery challis. And it's called Honey. And I do have some of this left. If this appeals to you, let me know, and I can't remember how much it costs, but since we've closed Mayfield Fabric, I'll be discounting things pretty seriously. And then maybe you could PayPal me or something. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't have a store open right now, but I do have a lot of this beautiful challis. Now, are you here to tell me it's time to stop?
Yes, she's going to be here in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you. So I have this. My question for you is, what should I get to line this? I really came to a screeching halt and slammed on the brakes when I realized this had to be lined. And so, and this is so wrinkled because it's been washed, but not ironed. And I wash and dry. So, I'm trying to think. I was thinking Rayon Bemberg. We have, our living room is in chaos because we are shampooing the dining room. I'll show you in a second. Should I get Rayon Bemberg? Is that what you would get? Or should I get silk? Or should I buy a very, like a cotton voile? Let me know what would be the most comfortable and what would be the best drape for under this fabric. So Wilson's girlfriend, the beautiful Sophie, is about to arrive. So I'm going to let you go. Please help me out with this. And let me know if you have been watching Tomcat Stitchery Whitney's videos, and if you are interested in the module concept yourself, if you have considered it, if you have sewn any of the patterns that I'm considering, just let me know all these things. Now I'm going to get up and I'm going to show you what Wilson has been climbing over and behind while I've been filming this. So here's the living room. Because we have been cleaning like maniacs. Shampooed this twice today. It looks awesome, doesn't it? I'm so pleased with it. There were so many spots on this floor, you guys. It's hard for me to even tell you. But the dining room is nearing perfection. I will let this continue to dry until tomorrow morning, and then I will vacuum it thoroughly one more time, and we will put the furniture back on. Well, that's it for me, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic summer. Take care, and I will see you soon.